when you're fucking lazy, full stop. And it's a really common thing. So I really want to just help people to come up with ways how they can stop being lazy and be more productive and stop procrastinating. So look, I just want to be honest with you guys. This is not from my brain or my knowledge. I actually got this from the Mindset Mentor podcast listen today. So if anyone listens to that, you're just going to get a repeat of that. But because a lot of people just don't, for some reason, listen to podcasts, I want to be that fucking voice for Rob Dial as well. And yeah, shout out to Rob Dial. You changed my life, mate. I appreciate you and everything. Anyways, guys, so the first thing you need to do to stop being lazy is actually admit to yourself that you actually are lazy. Stop saying that you know you're not lazy because you're busy with whatever you're doing. Like, stop making excuses and just fucking own it. Take some ownership and understand that you're fucking lazy, right? If you're not where you want to be, you're fucking lazy. If your body is not where you wish it was, you're fucking lazy. If you're, where you are in your job position or in life in terms of like financial, that means you're fucking lazy. Not because you're just not putting in the work that you needed to do. You rather just distract yourself. So the first step of not being lazy is just really understanding that you are lazy, and you need to admit that and be transparent with yourself to understand I am lazy and I need to change that because I'm not happy with being lazy. So that's the first step, okay, guys? The second step is putting your goals into bite size, because what happens is, right, let's say you want to make $100,000 a year or whatever it is. Now that might seem really scary, just saying that to yourself. I want to make $100,000. But what you can do is you can put that into bite size. Now you could do that with either like, I want to make, let's say, I want to make like 8.5 thousand or not, $9,000 a month, instead of saying I want to make 100,000. It just makes it, it doesn't seem as like scary or difficult. You can also pretty much put it into tasks. So if you know how many, let's say you're in sales, right? Let's just say you're in sales and you need 100, like, let's say you know how many sales it's going to take for you to get 100K a year from because obviously you can look at your, compensation plan and work that out. So, and you can also figure out obviously what your closing rate is. So let's say you're doing 100 sales every single day. Now, if you know you're doing 100 sales every single day, let's say Monday to Friday, and you keep that up the whole year, you'll be on 100K. That's all you have to focus on. You don't need to focus on the very big picture straight away. You just need to focus on the task that is going to get you to that 100K salary, if that makes sense. So you want it to be like, it doesn't want to scare you, even though that might sound really like, to some people, but some people can't look at like 100K a month and be motivated for that. They need to put into bite sizes, because if it is too big, it is scary, and people actually end up, procrastinating and actually not doing anything, which is not what you want, right? You want to actually start working and stop being lazy. So the third way is, what you can do is now this is really important. You need to have a strong enough reason for why you're doing something, because if you don't, you're not going to find motivation to keep doing it, and you're going to give up very easily. So a really cool thing I learned with Rob Dial, where he shared, is he does this like actually in his like workshops. So he'll be like to the crowd, and he'll be like, so guys, who here believes that let's say there's a 5% chance that you'll be making $1 million this year, and like, or in the next 12 months. And then like, let's say a couple put their hand up, but they're kind of a bit hesitant. And then he goes, okay, so who here believes that there's a 1% chance that you'll make $1 million in 12 months from now? And some do put up their hand, but not many. And then he goes, okay, who here believes that you have a 0% chance that you'll make $1 million this year? Everyone really puts their hand up, because obviously $1 million a year sounds ridiculous, but that's because whatever you're doing, you're not enjoying. So the reason what I'm going to go into is then what he asked, and this is kind of like blew my mind, made me realize, do I even have a strong enough why for why I'm doing stuff? Is, okay, so what if there's 100% chance if you didn't hit $1 million this year in the next 12 months, everyone in your family would die. Everyone in your family. And obviously 100% of the whole room put their hand up and said, yeah, I'll find a way. Well, that's the reason, because there's such a massive reason for why you actually need to hit that goal. So if you're like, I've heard so many times, right, that if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not strong enough. It's not strong. It's not a real why. Your why must make you cry. So if you don't even know why you're doing something, that's exactly why you don't stick to it. It's why you give up so quick. And it makes so much sense to me now. Like, I remember when I used to work out, right? I just worked out because, I wanted to look good, or I wanted people to, look at me and go, wow. But now it's like, I don't even have it. My why is a lot stronger than that. It's more like, I want to be the inspiration to people that it's not about genetics. It's more than that. We can really just get rid of the whole genetics thing, and I will show people. I want to be like that lighthouse that shows people it's possible. It can happen for you. Stop believing all the bullshit that everyone tells you. That's my strong why I keep doing it. So as long as I keep telling myself that I want to be the lighthouse for people that like me and believe that it's genetics will never let them get big or put on muscle, I want to show them, no, that's fucking bullshit, because I believe that my whole life, and now I want to remove that, that negative disbelief. And it's also another reason is why you're actually probably not as motivated as you are, is because what you're doing, it just isn't your passion. It doesn't make you happy. It doesn't motivate you. So you really need to find something that motivates you, and like really, really stick to it. Stop just doing it because of the money. Stop doing it because everyone tells you to do it, and go do something you really love, and you will actually find motivation for it. And you'll have such a strong why that you won't be able to give up, because when time gets rough, you'll think of the reason why you're doing it, and you'll be able to keep going. So that's the third one. The fourth one is, so pretty much, so I'm just trying to think how I can like word this, guys, for you. So when you're with your why, and then you've got, fuck me, why can I not even, I hate when like you just completely forget about something, right? I know that what the fifth one is, but I know the fourth one is, it is just something, like I just can't believe I've completely forgot what it is. Let's just go to the fifth one, because let's just make the fifth one the fourth one right now, because my mind just not working. I'm honestly so tired, guys. You should see the shit I do every single day. It's ridiculous, but I enjoy it. I love it. I'm motivated, but yeah, it's definitely not easy. And yeah, the fifth one is like the Pomodoro technique. Now, this is what I use for absolutely everything. It's what I've done all day today after listening to this podcast. It's pretty much where you break up each task into 25 minutes. Increments. So with my reading the book, I do this every single day. I read 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off, 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off. And it's just, what it does is it allows you to have full focus on whatever that task is for 25 minutes. And I'm sure anyone can do that. And then you have a 5-minute break where you can do whatever you want, whether that's go on your phone, which I don't recommend. You should really want to do something that's not to do with technology. It's like, but if that's something you need to do, then just do it. Just reward yourself for that 5 minutes, but then get back into the task. It honestly helps you smash out tasks so much faster. So if you think you're lazy, try it out. The Pomodoro technique is just doing something for an amount of time. It could be 25 minutes, could be 30 minutes, could be whatever. I do 25 minutes because that's what they recommend. And apparently that's how long the brain can actually be concentrated for and take in the most information. So that's why I do it. Now, I remember the fourth one now, guys, so we're all good. I don't know why I completely forgot about it. So this one's called distractions. Now, this one's really big, right? Because if you think about it, when people say they're lazy, or, you call yourself lazy, it's not like you're just staring at the sky or you're staring at a wall doing fucking nothing, right? No, it's because what you're doing is you're actually probably doing something to distract yourself, whether that is playing with your, like, I don't know, like playing with a pen, playing with, I don't know, something, going on your phone, scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, doing something to distract yourself from doing something that you should be doing, but you obviously get caught up and distracted. If you really want to like hit goals and really want to hit like all the tasks that you want to do and not be lazy, then what you want to do is grab your phone or whatever distracts you and put it somewhere it's not going to distract you. Chuck it in another room, right? Like literally have an time where you literally focus all on whatever you're doing. So no phones, nothing, anything that's going to distract you. If this is like just extreme cases, right? You can go, fuck it. If I really want to hit these goals like really fast, so let's say, like the situation with the why is strong enough. Well, you could just delete all your social media, right? Because if you delete all your social media, you're not going to get fucking distracted, are you? Because there's no notifications. So if you've got no notifications, what's going to stop you from actually doing work? Nothing. So if you guys are so bad at being proactive and productive, then you need to like really look at what can I do in extreme cases to actually help me do that. I mean, you could just completely get rid of your phone for the whole day and not even go on it, right? That could be what you could do. What I do personally, I go on to my phone and I click focus, that do not disturb, and it goes focus, and I get no notifications while I'm working. Because while I'm working, I'm not want to get distracted. I do not want to open messages. I don't want to go on TikTok. I don't want to go on anything, right? So that's what I do, and it definitely fucking works. If you don't do it, you get distracted way too easily, and you just go off topic. Like, you know, let's say your business involves being on social media, so you're messaging, you know, your clients or whatever, but then you get a message from another, like, I don't know, an email, or you get something from another social media platform, and then you click on it and then you get stuck on it. Like, it's so annoying, but it happens. So that's why I just go do not disturb. I focus on whatever I'm doing, I get it done. That 100% works. Now, look, guys, you know, lazy is something it's hard for us to get rid of, because, you know, back in the days, you know, when we were cavemen, right, we would hunt during the morning and hunt during the night. During the day, we'd pretty much, you know, probably find shelter and just relax and do whatever we're doing, because that's just not when we hunted. So it's in our DNA. It's literally what our ancestors did. So, like, I have no, you know, that's why it's so hard not to be lazy, because it's literally built inside of us. It's in our system. So you really need to break it, because right now it's not the same fucking life we were living, you know, 100,000 years ago. Like, we really need to understand that to do what we need to do, we don't need to fucking hunt anymore. We don't need to hunt in the morning. We don't need to hunt at night. So we need to really be more productive with our time. Our time is the most valuable thing, right? I would rather, you know, like, die knowing I've done absolutely everything I could do. I don't want to die with regrets. I don't want to die with, you knowing I could have done a lot more than I have. That is one of my most scariest, you know, fear. I guess that could be a strong why. Like, I don't want to die knowing that I could have done a lot more than I could have. Like, that, you know, would really, you know, push me, because I understand, you know, how valuable time is. We all have 24 hours, right? We all have 24 hours. So I hope that helped you guys. That is exactly what I do. The Pomodoro technique is so awesome. Like I said, I put on, you know, do not disturb, like, called focus on your phone. But yeah, if you guys are also curious, I'd recommend going to your settings and looking at how much time you guys put into different social media apps to see really where you're spending most of your time. Because if you can figure out where it is, maybe just delete the app or have it disappear for when you are working, so you don't get distracted, because you can see that's your weakness. Why not do something about it? But if you are lazy, admit it. Just be real transparent with yourself. Look, just, if you're lazy, like, sometimes I know I'm lazy, and look, I'll be on my phone and I'll be on TikTok and I'll start scrolling. I'm like, oh fuck, and I'll like literally just wipe it off, because I know if I keep doing that, I'm not going to get shit done. So I literally notice myself doing it, and I just get rid of it straight away. And as every time I do it now, I just get rid of it straight away. Like, because your brain gets used to, like, fuck, I can't do that. I can't do that, because it's so addicting. The whole reason why social media, right, is like this, like up and down, or like, you know, how you scroll like that. What does that remind you of, guys? It's fucking the pokey machines at the casino. The fucking, you know, how they got the free fucking thingos, and they scroll. It's literally what they've designed it like. It's so addictive. So you need to break that addiction. So anyways, guys, again, I'm so sorry I keep going. I just love to help you guys and give you as much, you know, knowledge and feedback as much as possible as I can every single day. I hope you guys enjoy the content, and I really appreciate all you guys. And if you guys haven't, please go jump on the Rob Dial Mindset Mentor podcast. Honestly, changed my life. I learned so much from him. And it's just an absolute game changer to really change your life and go to, you know, reach that true potential inside of you. It's what helped me quit alcohol, and it's helped me pretty much reach the success that I've had, obviously on top of MTC community and everything. But yeah, everyone have an amazing night, amazing day. I appreciate you all.